Have you ever done a video and it was perfect? You never said you never said you never had a pause or a mistake? No, neither have I. So that's part of the process of editing is clipping all that stuff out and tossing them to the side and putting it all back together again. It's a pain. Well, AI is a big part of CapCut and what makes CapCut so easy. And this is a great example of it. Today we're going to use AI to help us edit um. Let's go. All right, folks, for the last few episodes of our channel, we have been looking at projects, and those projects have been using some techniques that we've been using and learning and applying them specifically to a specific project. So we've been creating a specific thing. What we're going to go over today is going to be more universal. This is something you could do on every single video that you shoot. Now make sure you stay through to the end of this video because we're going to go over some other things that you should do on every single video at the very beginning of your edit before you do anything else. So make sure you stay through and watch that because that's going to save you a gargantuan amount of time over the next years as you edit. Really, really important stuff, so stay tuned for that. But today, AI, it's back, okay? And we're going to be putting it to use. We're going to be flexing its muscles. So what I have on here, I've got an older video, and this video is going to have its share of ums and ahs and pauses and so forth. We need to get rid of those. Now, typically, the way we would get rid of those is we would scroll through and we would find the error and we would do a Command B split and we would take out that little tiny sliver and take it out, and then we'd have to put the two clips back together. It's a process. Well, we're going to simplify that process dramatically today. So we have our clip on here. This is something you would do at the very beginning, but there are two things you're going to do before you do this, and that's why I want you to stay to the end because it's really important. This will mess up that. So you got to do that first. We'll talk about that later. All right, so what we're doing, we've got our clip in here, and right here, there's a button we have not touched yet, and we're going to touch it today. And it's called Transcript-Based Editing. What you're going to do is click on that, and CapCut is going to analyze your video. And what it's doing is it's listening to the audio of the video and creating a transcript of the whole video. The entire transcript. CapCut has finished doing its magic. And now along the left side of our screen, we are going to see a complete transcript of the entire video. Now, as we look at this, we're going to see these gray areas that are highlighted with brackets. These are pauses or ums or a variety of things that are slowing down our video. Now, I want you to take note. The video right now is 24 minutes and 3 seconds long. 24:03. Keep that in mind. Now, at this first highlight right here, I happen to know that that pause, that 7-second pause, is my intro. Do 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 why? Okay, so that's that. So we don't want to take that out. We're going to leave that one alone. As we scroll through the video, it's going to move the transcript and be in line with wherever we are on the video. So as we go through, we see this little over a half-second pause, and we're going to delete that. Then we move forward. Here's another one. We'll delete that. Here's one that's a second. Get rid of that one. So as you're going along, I'm not looking at them and evaluating whether this is a good cut or not. I'm just deleting them. And I'll show you. Okay, we just did a delete right there. Let's look at what that looks like. So let's start out and we'll take a look at what comes with the Rode microphone. Well, of course it comes with a microphone. And that's it. It also comes with a camera mount, shock mount adapter. It comes with a TRS cable. Okay, now let's stop it. So far that was pretty seamless. I didn't see anything that I was concerned about. We're going to keep going. Delete, delete. There's a lot of them right here. Well, there's an and it missed it. Now this is what I want to show you. You can take and highlight it and delete it. Okay, so any of the text that's in here, you can highlight, you can go outside the box, outside of the suggestions that CapCut has come up with. And again, right now, I'm not scrubbing it. I'm not looking at these changes and evaluating them. I'm just taking them out. And if we find that what we've done creates a real problem in a at a particular cut, we can go back to it and reinstate it. So you're never locked out. I'm going to skip ahead now because I'm just going to go ahead and hit all of this based on CapCut suggestions. And then we'll take a look at how that came out. And if we like what it did, didn't like what it did, you'll be able to check each one of these. But even if you're checking every single one of them, you're still saving time, because what CapCut is doing here is identifying the problems. You can decide what you want to do about them, but it's identifying all of the areas you may want to be considering deleting or editing in some way. So even if you're going to do it manually, this is going to help. So in about 5 minutes, I've taken out every pause, every every slowdown to this video that's affecting the pacing of it. It's just, come on, let's go. Full disclosure, folks, I'm learning it as you're learning it. I haven't used this in the past, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be, because this is an incredibly good feature. And as I watch it, when I see some of the gaps that were there that have been eliminated, it's really seamless. Maybe a little beep, glip, but it's really not distracting. And it tightens the whole thing up and makes it a whole lot more enjoyable to watch. It's a little more than what the average Joe is walking around with, but it's still pretty subtle. Now, I'm not going to switch the mounts because they're essentially the same. They both work very well. But if we put that aside, there was a little cut, not jarring at all. And what has been the result of this? If you remember, what was it, 23:45 or something like that? I'm sure you know, and I'm sure I'm wrong, but it's about that. Now we're down to 21:57. That's pretty incredible. That's almost 2 minutes off of this video of nothing, of uselessness. That is a really big factor in audience retention, people wanting to stay through it. It's the pacing of this thing. AI to the rescue. It has done the whole job for you. Okay, we're clicking on things, but it's so simple. If I was to do that and scrub it manually and get rid of every pause and that's an hour job, easy, maybe more. You got to track them down, you got to clip them, you got to get rid of them, you got to put the clips back together, make sure things don't get out of line. It's just a real pain in the tuchus. So take advantage of this. I think it's wonderful. I think it's a huge, huge thing to be able to use to get your video editing done in a much quicker way. Great feature. AI to the rescue. It's here to stay, folks, because it's so dang useful when it's used correctly. All right, so I told you I wanted you to stay through to the end because there was a couple of things I wanted to discuss. This is a strategy, a concept that I want you to consider, because this is really going to save you so much time. It's incredible. What we're talking about is taking care of your color correction and your audio before you do anything else. So when you bring a clip down into the timeline, the very first thing, your baseline, your A-roll, and you're talking away, you want to set your color, your exposure, any kind of visual alteration that you need to make consistently to the video. Do it right up front. Same thing with the audio. And I'm going to be doing another audio video pretty soon. I want to go over some of the neat features that this incredible software has to offer in terms of audio, but we'll do that at a later date. But bring your clip in, and anything you're going to do to consistently alter that video clip. Say it has a green cast and you want to take the green out. Well, you would do that now. Do it up front before you chop it up into a million little clips and now you're having to adjust them all to each other and make real pain. Do it up front. Do all of the corrections the minute you put it in there. Time, color, anything visual, anything audio, any corrections you're going to make, do them up front. Once you've done those, that's when you can go in and do this, the transcript editing. You don't want to do it up front because if you look at the timeline down here now, this has been chopped into a bazillion pieces. There's a million parts to this thing now. You're going to do it on, I think, and I'll report back to you. This is still in beta testing mode for me, but I think I'll be doing this on every video that I do, but I think it's probably going to be the final touch. It's the last thing I'll do and get rid of all of the things that are dragging it down. 2 minutes came out of this video, folks. That's incredible. So don't forget, bring your main clip in. Your A-roll is really especially important in this. Fix anything you want to fix visually, the video aspects of it. That could be exposure, color, contrast, any of those issues. If you want them consistent throughout the whole clip, do it up front. Then go into audio. Whatever changes you're going to make to audio, do it up front. Then edit your entire video, and when it comes down to the end, do your transcript editing. You'll be done. Okay? So that's it for this video. I hope this was helpful. If it was, thumbs up, right? Subscribe to the channel. Folks, you guys are incredible. We're pushing on to 600 now, and this is really exciting. We're creating a community. You're part of it. You're what's making this happen, and I'm so appreciative of this. I want to keep this going. I want to keep doing this, and can't do it for nobody. So I'm so appreciate you showing up. So until the next time that we meet on the Older Creator, I'm Bruce, and I'll see you.